So hello, this is tierlist for the ships in Mk48.io. Okay, I'm going to re-record it because it's the audio has some issues. So here are the five tiers. S tier is always pick. A tier is good pick. B tier is solid, and C tier is a challenge, and F tier is don't use it. Okay, like no matter what, do not use this. That's it. Okay, and yeah, that's about it. I think. Hmm. So here you have the S tier class ships. Definitely Kirov class is the longest range, highest HP, most amount of systems, and Seawolf you have level 9. Seawolf has 8 Mark 48 door, Mark 48 torpedoes, and assets class you have the 6 airplanes. I would say 6 airplanes, very good. And yeah, that's why I call it the nickname the sub scarier because it's very scary when you are using a submarine and then you see the planes of SS class aircraft carrier. Okay, and then you have level 4 and Fletcher class destroyer and hovercraft level 2, Coma class level 1, and G5 class motor torpedo boat at level 1. Okay, G5 class is a boat that you will spawn in at level 1. That's it. That's all it does. Okay, so let's see. Okay, and let's see what else should we talk about. So why is 055 here? Because 055 has the same amount of weapon system as Kirov other than the torpedo which has only like 6. 055 has 6, Kirov has 8. And yeah, Fletcher class is very good. Fletcher class can actually punch above its own its weight level. Right? It's level 4 but it's very good even against level 5 ships. So that's why I'm putting it S tier. Zubru is the hovercraft that can move over the island. So it's at 55 knots, which is like I think it's like the second fastest ship in the game. Yeah, that's it. And then you have Coma class motor torpedo boat, and yeah, Coma class is a good ship, but yeah, it's definitely not. I wouldn't say Coma class is going to be better than G5, but at the same level of level 1, Coma class should have the same. Should Coma class have the firepower advantage over G5 class motor torpedo boat at level 1. Coma class has 2 shells, 2 torpedoes, and some depth charges. Very good. Then we have the A tier. A tier is Iowa class battleship. So it's not the always pick, but it's very good. The issue mostly comes down to the Tomahawk missiles. Because Tomahawk missiles it has a very short range. That's it. Okay, so I think it's also the same issue with like any Zumwalt class or Ohio class, any ships that uses the Tomahawk missiles. So let us take a look. So as you can see here are some of the stats of the Granite and the Tomahawk missiles. So Granite is used by Kirov and Tomahawk is used by Iowa class, Ohio and Zumwalt. As you can see here, like the speed is slower and it has a shorter lifespan. So together the range is going to be very short. As you can see, the range right, it's only 2,400 knot seconds, whereas Kirov class Granite has about 5,000 over 5,000 knot seconds in terms of range, and so that means the range is 2.29. Okay, 2.29 times of the Tomahawk. So 129% increase over the Tomahawk. The Tomahawk is only 44% of the range of a Granite missile. Why? And then okay, I'm just assuming that it's using the TASM, the anti-ship missile variant. So that's why it's so short. But even if you look at the range, right, the TASM actually has just a small disadvantage in terms of range. Okay, the Granite in real life is 20% longer, has a 20% higher range than the TASM, which is like unfair, right? So it's just 20%, but in the game it's 2.29 times. So yeah, the difference is 129% versus 20%. That's it. So that's why I wouldn't put it in S tier, A tier. Next we have the S2 class submarine. It's level 10 submarine, but it only has 6 torpedoes. It doesn't have the same firepower as the level 9 submarine called the Seawolf submarine. Seawolf submarine has 8, Astute has 6. Okay, I'll give it, okay, it has 4 sonar decoys, so very good. And then we have Clemenceau class aircraft carrier. Moving on, Clemenceau class aircraft carrier, it has 6 fighter jets, 2 helicopters, and I think it's also 4 SAMs and another 2 or 4 shells, something like that, level 9, so very good. And then, of course, Zumwalt class has the stealth, it has very good guns. The shells fired by Zumwalt is actually the best thing of Zumwalt class. Okay, and then Zumwalt class has 2 helicopters, but it's definitely not as good as the Kirov class because the Tomahawk is too short range. And then you have Torshan class. It's very good at littoral areas or like areas like the southern island chains and southern island areas, and that's it. And then you have Hyuga class aircraft carrier. It has 5 helicopters, 6 torpedoes, and 4 flying torpedoes. Next you have the Ohio class submarine. Same issue with Zumwalt and Iowa. Mostly the Tomahawk missiles. Okay, as you can see here, there's the Hyuga class. It has 6 SAMs as well. So, and then you have the Ohio class submarine, which has 10 Tomahawk, 4 Mk48 torpedoes, and 8 sonar decoys. So very survivable, but it's too slow and too big. And then you have the Type 212A class. Type 212A class submarine at level 7, one of the smallest ships you can ever see in this game. Very good. It has 4 SAMs and 6 torpedoes and 4 sonar decoys. Very good, but it's very slow. So you want to keep your ship around the oil rig so you can hide from the aircraft from the Essex class carrier. But since you have 4 SAMs, you can actually take out 4 of the 6 Essex class carrier planes. And then you have level 6 Freedom class LCS, that stands for Littoral Combat Ship. Littoral is like a shoreline, I would say. Let me see where it is at. Yeah, here you go, the Freedom class Littoral Combat Ship LCS. The Navy doesn't want it, the US Navy doesn't want it, but for some reason they keep getting it. Like the US Navy actually hates this ship because of the maintenance cost, I think. Okay, so now we go move on to level 5. So at level 5 you have the Bisbee class corvette, okay, it has the same layout as Alabert class, but it has higher stealth, higher speed, lower health points, and less amount of torpedoes. And torpedoes are less damage, do less damage than the Alabert. And also the best thing about Bisbee is that it's smaller, so it has smaller hit points, smaller hit box, and it has higher damage for the missiles. Then you have Skipjack. Skipjack is a class of submarine, 4 Mk48 torpedo, but it's slower. At level 5, it's actually quite good. So I would say I would recommend using Skipjack. Okay, that's it. Then we have Osa class. It has Osa class level at level 3. Level 3, it shoots 4 missiles, and the missiles are very long range, very good, very fast. And let's see, that's the Osa class right there, very small, very long range. And then you have Lublin, which is the mine layer. You can put mines, and the mine can last 900 seconds, which is very long. So you can use it very good. And then you have the Momi class destroyer, which is, the standard destroyer. It has most of the weapon system as any other destroyers and battleships. Very good, love it. Okay, then let's see. Then we have B tier right here. We should start with the highest tier. Okay, so Yasen class submarine. Okay, level 8. Okay, so now let's go to B tier. So as you can see right here, we have the Yasen class submarine. Okay, this one is a very special case. Okay, Yasen class has 5 weapon systems. Okay, first we have the torpedo. We have the missile, which is something you can use against a big ship, and then you have this rocket torpedo, which is a flying torpedo, the one that you can just fly over places and then just hit. And then you have one torpedo. Yeah, the rocket torpedo carries one of this 82R torpedo, and it has 2 surface, 2 air missiles, the one we call SAMs, and then you have 4 sonar decoys. Yeah, that's it. Then you have Montana class battleship. Same issue with all other battleships. Okay, Montana class is over here. You can see, and it only has 12 shells. So it has 2 Kingfisher planes. So yeah, the planes are reasonably fast, but I wouldn't say it's better than others. And then you have definitely the Montana class. And then after that is Bismarck class. Same issue with Montana class. It has only 8 shells, so level 7. It's solid, not enough. Then you have Kolkata, you have a labor class, and then here you have oil tanker. Oil tanker, you just double the XP when you get oil. And then you have Dreadnought class, solid. Buoyant class, Freya class, Espana class, PT20 class, Motor Torpedo. All of these are solid class, so you can try it out, but I wouldn't recommend it because they're not good enough to actually win the game. Okay, so then you have C tier. These are the challenging class. Okay, C for challenge. Yamato class is a huge challenge. It's slow. It has very slow planes. It has 9 shells only. Like the thing about battleships is that battleships have secondary guns, but in this game you don't get to control the secondary guns. So you actually have a weapons firepower disadvantage in this game. So that's why I'm putting it right here. And then here you can see skilled class corvette. Skilled used to be very good. I used to make it S tier, but right now it's C tier because it has less SAM systems already. And yeah, that's about it. And then you have the Moskva class aircraft carrier. So for Moskva, it's the issue is mostly with the SAMs because the SAMs they have to be like it has to be mounted on the turret, so you have to wait for the turret to turn around for the SAMs to actually be used. So let me see. Yeah, here should be the skilled class. Yeah, you see, you only have 2 SAM missiles, so it's not as good as it used to be. It used to be have 6, I think, 6 SAM missiles. Yeah, that's it. And then for some reason, yeah, it has the fastest speed as well. Don't get me wrong. 60 knots is still the fastest in the game. Moskva class carrier has four helicopters, 10. Moskva class carrier has I think it's like 10. Yeah, it has 10 torpedoes and 4 SAMs. But the 4 SAMs are all mounted on turrets. So the turrets actually have to wait for the turret to turn around for it to shoot the SAMs instead of like the VLS systems, vertical launching systems. So yeah, it's a challenging class to play. And then you have definitely the Akula and wait, hold on a second. Start with Terry Fox first. Yeah, Terry Fox is the icebreaker. If you want to spawn in the north, in the Arctic, in the ice, you use this. You just click this, you will spawn in the ice. And then you have Thule hovercraft. It's very small, but it has no. Still, by this, both of these Leander class and Thule class are not. It's very challenging. Okay, because at level 5 you are competing with Visby and this Fletcher class are labeled. As for Thule class, it's so small and it has so few defenses. It's very easy to get shot by anything else. So as you can see now, we are moving on to I-400 class submarine. It has 8 torpedoes and 3 planes. The planes are the main selling point for I-400. Okay, it has 8 torpedoes and the torpedoes are reasonably fast at 52 knots. Okay, but the entire submarine only has 18.6 knots, so it's not enough. Okay, and it also has limited range for you to fly the planes. So then we are moving on to East Indiaman. It's one of the most NPC only ship. Like if you want to just chill and hide, okay, just stick to the oil rigs, then you can use this East Indiaman pirate ship. And then level 1 you have the Ram. This is the Ram. It's called Ram, but it only has 31.1 knots for speed. It's very slow for some reason. I don't know why. So as you can see here, 31.1 knots. Yeah, let's see. Yeah. So level 8, level 9 is Seawolf, level 7, 055, 06. Level 8 SX class, level 4 you want to go for Fletcher. Yeah, and level 2 you go for Zubru class. Yeah, that's it. Level 1 you go for Komar or you go for G5. That's it. G5 is the ship that you spawn in. Let's say for A tier is both of the level 10, Iowa and Estil, Clemenceau, Zumo, the Tojiang class, and the Hyuga class, aircraft carrier, and Ohio class, and Type 212A class submarine. These two are A tier. And Freedom class LCS, A tier definitely, and level 5 we have Visby class corvette, skipjack class submarine, and level 3 we have Osa class missile boat, the Lublin class mine layer, and Momi class destroyer. So B tier we have Yasen class, which is here, level 8. Yasen, Montana, and Yasen, Montana here. Bismarck, where's Bismarck? Bismarck. This is Kolkata. This one is Bismarck. This one is Kolkata. And this one is Aleberg, oil tanker. You have Dreadnought right here. And Frekia, level 3 destroyer. Espana class, level 3 Dreadnought, very slow. And level 1 PT20 is this one. Yeah, this one is PT20 motorboat. It has a teardrop shape. Okay, and then we have C tier, a very challenging class. Okay, very challenging. Yamato class, level 9, skill, level 7. Moskva is right here, and then we have Terry Fox. Icebreaker is very hard to play, but it's very good if you want to spawn in the north. Aquila class submarine, 8 torpedoes, reasonable speed, and 2 sonar decoys, and you have Thule class hovercraft and Leander class cruiser. Then you have I-400, East Indiaman, and Olympias class frame. Oh, these are all C tier. Then we have to go to F tier. Do not use this ship. Okay, never use this ship. Type 927 acoustic surveillance ship, which is this one right here. This is like a box one. It's not a level 10 ship. It gives you the vision, or all like the most vision in all the ships that you can use in the map, but it's maximum at level 3 and level 5. Okay, I don't think it's a level 9. Maximum level 3, maximum level 5. Most probably should be around level 3. So it's not a level 10, not a level 9 ship. Then we have Town Cruiser at level 6. Level 6, you have SS Carrier, Freedom Class, you have Visby, you have Aleberg, you have Skipjack, and then you have this Town Class Cruiser still using shells and 6 different torpedoes, 3 on each side. 3 torpedoes on each side. Okay, think about it. You can, if you want to shoot something at the left side or the right side of the ship, what we call the port side and the starboard side of the ship, you can only use 3 torpedoes. You cannot use all 6 of your torpedoes. What is going on with this Town Class carrier? Okay, why are you here? Why are you level 5? Okay, then we have go to Golf Class submarine. So it's level 4, it's slow, and then you have the Oberon Class submarine. It's level 3. I'm so sorry, I put level 41 here. Okay, and then you have Dredger Class. Okay, this is a personal grudge. I hate this ship. I hate it. Okay, wait, why is it 41? Okay, this is Oberon Class. Yeah, I think it's level 3. Hold on, let me change. So sorry. 41, 3, level 3. Yeah, level 3, Oberon Class. Okay. Okay, then we have then we have here the Type 7 C class submarine, level 2. So basically it's like below level 5. Before you reach level 5, don't use submarines. That's it. And then you have the level 1 Fairmount class water torpedo. So Fairmount class has the same amount of, it's exactly the same amount of fire systems as the Coma class, but it has slower speed and larger hit knots. So you see it has 31 knots, which is slower than the RAM, which is 31.1 knots. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. Do not play Fairmount, which is Fairmount D. So let me put that. Okay. So here are the number 1 recommendation. So here are the how was it? It's not number 1 recommendation. It's more like a path. I would say it's the path that I would recommend you to use. So here you have the G5 class, level 1, which is the ship that you can spawn in: Zubril, Osa, Fletcher, Bisbee, XX, 055, Kirov, Seawolf, and then you go to, that's it, Iowa class. And then here you go. Let me show you the ship. Here's the G5 you will spawn in it. Zubril class, Osa class ship is right here, and then you have Fletcher, Bisbee class, and then SX class is right here. And then you level 7, you will just go for 055 destroyer. Level 8, you go for Kirov class battle cruiser. This is very good, the best ship in the game, I would say. And then level 9, go for Seawolf. Level 10, you go for Iowa class battleship. That's it. Second recommended path, I would say you go for Coma class, and then you go for Momi class destroyer level 2. Why is this here? Okay, let me remove it. Okay. So yeah, don't worry. I know. I have a lot of fillers. I love to speak fillers, but hey, it's a video. Okay, I'll try to train myself not to speak it, but in the future. Okay, so here's the level 2, Omni class. Level 3 is the Osa class. It's a both, okay, which is, I mean, you can use Frekia as well, but yeah, or like Vendor class at level 4, which is, I wouldn't say a good alternative to Fletcher, but if you really have nothing to do, you want to take yourself a challenge, you want to learn something, Dreadnought class at level 4. Skipjack class at level 5. And yeah, Kolkata class at level 6. Kolkata class and level 6. And then let's see, it should be Ohio class submarine level 7. Level 8 you go for Zumo. Level 9 you go for Clemenceau. And level 10 you go for STU. Okay. So the third recommended path I would say just go back to G5. Okay, I'm not saying that you just like go back. It's more like if it's only 2 of this, that means the third one is not viable. I would say it's not a recommendation. Okay, so it's just 2, so I'm not recommending the third one, which is the summary. Okay. Level 3 you can go for the Lublin Mine Layer, which is quite good, or the Espana. Nice. And then Booyan class level 4, and yeah, it's somewhat similar as Dreadnought, but yeah, it has missiles. Level 5, other than this piece, Skipjack, you can go for Alebak and Oil Tanker, very good. And then level 6, other than Essex and Kolkata, you can go for the Freedom class LCS. It has 8 missiles pointing forward, so that means behind you cannot shoot anything behind you. You have to be careful of that. And level 7 is 212A, so other than Ohio class and 055 Destroyer, you can go for 212A. 212A. Level 8, other than Kirov class, Zumot class, you can go for Hyuga or Yasen. Hyuga or Yasen are both very good at level 8. Okay, so that's it. And then, I mean, sometimes you can go for Torchang as well if you are in the southern parts. Motanaka is like the lowest at the level 8. Level 9 is Yamato class, so after Seawolf, Clemenceau, you go for Yamato. Okay, these are the 3 things. Okay, 1 to 3. Just don't go for the Type 297. That's it. And that's it. The end. Thank you for watching. 谢谢观看. Spasiba. Jin QH. Thank you for watching. Okay, I hope all of you get rich, get married, have a lot of kids. Okay, that's it. Let me close the game and just hand out my XP to this guy right here. T3 SSR. Let's see the chat. Open the chat. See if we have any chat for us. So Guangdong. Guangdong. I think. I see here is Guangdong. Why is Guangdong is Vietnamese, isn't it? So Guangdong said that I'm not Chinese. I'm so sorry because my Chinese is not good. So help speak easily. Help speak more easier. That's it. Okay, goodbye.